Hey friends, I thought I'd start off this little series that I'm about to make here discussing the ingredients in the upcoming face oil and why they're in there and what exactly they do. So in case you guys don't know who I am, I'm Jillian Cole. I am a naturopathic doctor and I am a product formulator and creator of Cole Wellness Co., which is a naturopathic skincare company where we focus on holistic skincare. So minding skin health from the outside in, as well as paying attention to skin health from the inside out. So I wanted to start off this series talking about red raspberry seed oil, which is one of the ingredients in the face oil. So the face oil was created for those who have acne-prone skin who are also aging. I find a lot of acne-prone products that are out on the market right now are more formulated specifically for people who are probably in their early 20s, late teens, and even early teens, so puberty type acne. And not a lot of the products that are on the market are actually mindful of adult acne prone skin, where perhaps there's a little bit more skin dryness, perhaps aging skin, or paying attention to a slower aging process, appreciating that is relevant. So being more mindful of the choice and selection of ingredients that are being used in your skincare products because of the primary goals that you are working on, and not simply just clearing up acne. I also wanted to create this skincare line to help people, give them options that are from a more holistic standpoint. And my definition of that is to include things like face oils. I find conventionally the way that acne is managed is to avoid oils at all costs. And while that can be helpful for a number of people, there are also a number of people who not only are they interested in using oils on their skin when they have acne-prone skin because of all the benefits of using oils, but also could benefit from using these things too. And not everyone's like that, of course, but there's a large proportion of the population who do have acne-prone skin and who are aging and who are interested in these things. So naturally, I felt it was appropriate to start the skincare line for that very reason. So red raspberry seed oil. This oil is about 20% of the face oil overall, and red raspberry seed oil is kind of a new one, I guess, in gaining popularity in the skincare world for its benefits. There are actually a number of patents that are now coming out for raspberry seed oil, or raspberry seed extracts. And that's kind of fascinating too, that there's so many people hopping on board to try to patent this particular oil because of its benefits. So raspberry seed oil, or raspberry seeds, are also abundant all over the world, which is wonderful too. So I like that element of the raspberry seed oil, that it's not just indigenous, or it's not a plant that's just grown in one part of the world. It also happens to be a renewable resource, which is really great too when you're being mindful of your skincare products and ingredients that you're using consistently and that you're going to be continuing to use for a number of years or so. I chose raspberry seed oil primarily for this face oil because it was the point of the face oil was to be a high linoleic acid face oil. Now, the reason why I did this is because has been shown that acne-prone skin is lower in linoleic acid. So providing linoleic acid topically to the skin can be helpful in this circumstance. So that's a great element of raspberry seed oil, is that it is high in linoleic acid. It's the primary fatty acid in red raspberry seed oil. It's also higher in alpha-linolenic acid, which is an omega-3 fatty acid. And the bulk of alpha-linoleic acid metabolites, I might say, when our body gets its hands on it, it's used to synthesize anti-inflammatory prostaglandins and leukotrienes. So what that means is that alpha-linolenic acid helps support the anti-inflammatory pathway as opposed to contributing to a pro-inflammatory pathway, which could, create early onset aging, damage collagen in the skin, also to aggravate acne. So using alpha-linolenic acid in certain proportions topically on the skin can be really helpful, and that's the reason why I did choose red raspberry seed oil, because of this as well. Red raspberry seed oil is also high in vitamins A and E, and vitamins A and E are fat-soluble vitamins that are great for free radical scavenging, as well as supportive for collagen production in the skin. It also, vitamin A in particular, helps with cellular turnover, which is really important too when we're minding aging skin, but definitely also acne-prone skin. Cellular turnover, or skin cell sloughing, if you will, is something that needs to be paid attention to in acne-prone skin types to regulate this cellular turnover, or the keratinization of the skin, if you will, that happens in acne-prone skin. Red raspberry seed oil also is quite abundant in antioxidants, which is great. There's so many of them in red raspberry seed oil, as there are in many other wonderful cold-pressed oils out there. The one in particular that I wanted to mention, though, was quercetin. Acne has been shown to have some type of relationship with histamine synthesis as well. Mind you, doing things from an internal perspective, this is why healing skin from the inside out is such a big deal, and this histamine picture is definitely more relevant from an inside out perspective. However, from an outside in perspective, using cold pressed oils that can help minimize that histamine response is also really helpful. And quercetin is an antioxidant that helps combat histamine production, or the responses or symptoms of histamine in the system. So I thought that was pretty cool too. And yet another reason why raspberry seed oil can be so helpful for acne prone skin, as well as inflamed skin types. Interestingly enough, red raspberry seed oil also has some SPF protection elements, so it helps protect your skin from UV sun damage. Mind you, that doesn't mean that it replaces mineral sunscreens or other types of sunscreens that are out there. Although you are seeing, I did notice that some of the patented products, of red raspberry seed oil are for sunscreen formulations, which is pretty interesting that, there's finally something out there in the sunscreen world or UV protection world that's actually an oil and is not a mineral or a chemical. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Lastly, I wanted to mention too that red raspberry seed oil is an antimicrobial as well. Antimicrobials can be really great. I think the gentle aspect of an antimicrobial carrier oil is a wonderful idea for acne prone skin, as many of the acne types that are out there are related to skin dysbiosis, which means there's either overgrowth or undergrowth of certain types of bacteria. Again, doing antimicrobial balancing out the skin microbiome is a whole body approach, not just specific to what you're putting topically on your skin. But I liked the element that red raspberry seed oil offers. This, in addition to all these other wonderful things that it can provide us, and yet another reason why it's so wonderful in the formula. So over the next few days, I am going to be creating some more videos outlining exactly why I chose the ingredients that I did, how they complement each other too, because it's not just about highlighting one specific oil. There's certain proportions and ratios of this product, of the ingredients in this product, in the face oil, that are in relative proportions to one another for a very specific reason. I didn't want to have one star of the show, if you will. I wanted all of them to work, all the oils in the product to work synergistically, so that it could help support all the qualities that we want in these different types of oils to help provide the best outcome for acne prone and adult aging skin.